Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Drew Carlson of Lakeland Football. How's it going?
Going good, Casey. How about you?
Doing well. It's a pretty good year of we just wrapped up your senior season of football a few weeks ago. Just kind of talk about how it went.
It went pretty good. Going 74 is nothing to scoff at. Winning a playoff game, winning all the important games we had to win. We won homecoming, Battle of Bogey Lake, obviously beat Milford twice. It's something I can put my stamp of approval on and say that it's something I'm proud of, and I'm proud of my teammates. And honestly, me and Nolan being captains I think it's something we can both claim as something that a captain team that we're proud of be a part of.
Okay. So kind of talk about can you I know that obviously coming into this year, Milford got you guys for the first time in 10 years and stuff. And
hmm
what was to do what you guys did those last 2 weeks? Before we get to I'll do that, but just kind of describe the thing is you get one guaranteed game. What was it like when you found out like you were gonna play him again?
that week before when we played them in week 9, the last week of the regular season, I'm like laying all on the line. I'm like, this is it. You gotta get ready before pregame. I'm like, this is it. You gotta leave everything on the field, and then when you come back and you gotta play them again, it's a little different. Calhoun, we walked in on Monday. Calhoun's like, welcome back, same game plan, do it again. So we're like sitting there, and my dad was describing. He's like, it's like a chess match because, you go back to the week before, the coaches don't expect us to play again, so they leave everything out there. But then you got to play them again. So then you got to develop a whole different scheme and everything, and it was definitely fun to play in, and also fun to like watch from like the perspective of the coaches. Definitely to watch them adjust to how they might adjust to us from the week before.
Yeah. Okay. So describe the can you describe that second game, going in there, and because it basically was it like deja vu playing him again?
It was like deja vu. I spoke about it. I think like one of the days to our team. I'm like, this is gonna be the same game for us. Like both sides are gonna be same stadium, same jerseys, same people in the stands, same people on the sidelines, same coach, same everything, and we're just gonna have to do it again. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's literally you're playing across the same people for 2 weeks in a row, and it just feels like almost like when you split up your team in scrimmage. Like it feels like we've played them, like we know them, and it's not like it's not like when we play them the next year. You're playing them the next week, so it's a lot different, and it's a lot harder to play in because they know your tendencies then, and then so it's a lot harder to not just get stuff done, but also like stop an offense or get a stop on defense.
So what was I think you guys wore like the same jerseys and stuff. I mean the game was identically similar besides, the last play of this of the playoff game. Can you also describe like what that was?
That touchdown was probably one of the most. That's probably my gonna be my most fondest memory for football. I mean, just seeing him like squirt into the end zone with 1 second left when he could have easily ran out of bounds and kicked the field goal. But when he saw that corner, obviously he's gonna take it because when Trevor has that speed, he's gonna take that corner. And when he did, I was kind of worried for a second, and then he caught it fast, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, he scored. And everyone's running to the end zone, go celebrate, and I'm just kind of walking by myself. Because usually when we celebrate, I like to obviously I'm gonna go like hug my teammates on the sideline, but at that moment I was just walking, I was just taking it in. I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, we just did that, and it was just a surreal feeling.
You were just like, okay, I'm gonna get, all right, you guys go over there.
It's like, I
I'll
was like, let me go home and eat my food.
yeah. Yeah, it's like this up there. We'll go and then everyone of course went and did all that stuff. And yeah.
Yeah,
Um so going what will you remember most about this season?
definitely the people I've played with. This is the most fun, hands down, I've had with a team before. I've been playing with, Ben, Brody, Logan, and Ryan. I've been playing with for 9 years, almost a decade, and I think they could all also agree that this is the best, most fun we've had in a long time. When we played in Broncos in like Little League, we were never very good, and then Obviously, last year was kind of a disappointment, but this year it was our team, so it was our chance to kind of prove to everyone else that we weren't just like the normal. Back in the Broncos days, going 1-8, we were actually something. I think we proved that this year.
Yeah. Um, to go into, if I ask you what's the best moment from this season, I think I might know what it is, but go ahead.
I think that touchdown definitely comes to mind, but I think another thing that comes to mind is the big house game, playing in Ann Arbor in that big of a stadium. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's something that not many teams get to experience, not many players get to experience, but I think being able to experience that as a captain and as a senior, it's something that I'll never forget and something I'll have pictures from for years, and I'll eventually be showing my kids someday, be like, "Hey, I played in this stadium. I won a game in this stadium." It's I That's my favorite memory by far.
Yeah, and you also you grew up as a Michigan fan, of course. I know.
Mhm.
Well, you were probably there 5 years ago when when Lakeland when Lakeland was there before. But what was just to experience just all the things that you've been able to do this season. What are you gonna most what are you gonna take from that?
I think definitely the leadership aspect. I mean, being able to have my teammates vote me as a captain was a perfect feeling. I'm just like I'm always gonna be grateful for that, and being able to keep everyone in line and being able to communicate with coaches and be able to communicate back with our teammates, be like that communicator, that almost like the mediator between the two, and being able to just try and make sure everyone's feeling good about practice, and not being at practice, not wanting to go home. Make sure everyone's feeling comfortable every practice and every game.
What does football mean to you?
To me, I think it means dedication. I mean, obviously, you put a lot of time into it, and I think it's something that not many people not just don't do, but also don't want to do. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that play football that don't want to, but with the amount of time that it puts in, it's gonna prepare you for the rest of your life. I mean, you're probably never gonna have to experience something again where you put in that much time in a certain amount of years.
Yeah. Um, okay. So what's next?
Obviously, I'm probably gonna go to college, hopefully for data science or analytics. Hopefully at either Purdue or U of M. It once I just know if I get in or not. But right now, that basketball tryouts today. Gonna go through that season, and then see where it goes from there after that.
Okay, so getting ready for basketball, obviously, I know a lot of guys are going to have to, you guys are going to have to fill a lot of roles from last year, of course, with Andrew and Owen gone and a couple other guys. But what's that going to be like heading into a really, really tough league with the LVC?
I think it's gonna be a fun challenge. I mean, I think having the team that we have a lot of people who are where I feel like we're gonna be a lot more connected than we were last year. I think playing as a team is one of the most important aspects in basketball, obviously. And I think coming from football, from that is something that I can bring to the table. I mean, playing as a team, I think in basketball is the most fun part. Being able to just swing the ball around, get a good shot, and then get back on defense, play team defense. I think that's one of the best things to do. And I think that's something we can do this year.
Yeah. Okay. What are you going to miss about football?
Um, I think just the time you spend with everyone around you. I mean, that's always what I'm gonna miss about football. I mean, the amount of friends and like lifelong friends like I'll have from that for forever. I mean, being able to, I'll see dudes 5 years down the road, and since I've played football with them forever, I'll stop and have conversations with them. Just like being able to have something in common, talk about, and just having that bond for forever is just something that not many people get to have for life. And I think that's something I'll hold on to.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I know we got to know you a lot the last time. Let's get to know you some more. How about that?
This sounds good.
Okay, now it's time for one of the most important questions on here. Rank your top 10 fast food restaurants. We're going 10
Top
this
10,
time.
10. All right. Okay. Oh,
Okay, here's how this works. You can go from 1 to 10, but 10 to 1, one has to be the best.
one is, I think one's probably gonna have to be Chipotle. I'm gonna go backwards. So I'm gonna start with one. because I think that's gonna let me do it faster.
Okay,
So one's probably
so remember, one is the absolute best. So
yeah.
you're going from 1 to 10 with one. No matter, you can count down from 10 to 1, or go up from
Mhm.
1 to 10. But one is your absolute best choice.
I would say one the best is Chipotle. I mean, that's just high quality,
You said Jersey Mike's the
fantastic.
last time though.
Okay, well, it's been a while. I changed it a little bit. Number two is Jersey Mike's. It's still up there, very
Okay.
quality. Number three is Chick-fil-A. I mean,
Okay.
when you drive a half hour just to have some Chick-fil-A, that's when you know it's good because you'll
Okay.
drive far to get it. Number four is probably Jimmy John's. I like Jimmy John's more than Subway. It's probably maybe an unpopular opinion. I don't really know. I don't really care. It's good. Number five is probably Wendy's. Wendy's is pretty good too. I mean, it's high quality burgers, better than McDonald's, but definitely a lot more expensive than McDonald's. What was that? That was number five. Like number six,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Culver's. Culver's is good. And also Culver's is a place where it's right by my friend's house. So whenever we go to my friend's house, we get that a lot. And
Yeah.
then number seven is probably McDonald's, just because it's cheap, affordable, easy to get. It's on my way home from school, just stop and get a few. Number eight is probably Panda Express, because I don't know what it is, but their orange chicken and chow mein is amazing. I don't know what it is. It just tastes really good. Number nine, I would say number nine is probably Subway. I really like sandwiches. I don't. It's just a thing. I don't understand it, but I guess. And then
Okay.
number ten is In and Out. I've had In and Out like 3 times when I was in California, and it was amazing. I just if I had it more, it would definitely be up there. But I've only had it a few times, and it's been a while, so I would say In and Out's number 10.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Um, who's your favorite player growing up?
For football,
Yeah.
uh, I would say Zach Martin, O
Okay.
lineman. I mean,
Okay.
I'd pick an O lineman. Obviously, he plays
I
my
mean,
position
duh.
too. I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
Um, let's see. Favorite team to root for?
the Lions.
Okay.
It's either the Lions or the Denver Nuggets. Those are the two. Those are my two main ones.
Yeah. When did you start becoming a Nuggets fan?
I think it was like fourth grade, or no, it was sixth grade. Sixth grade, I went to a vacation in Denver, and I went like into their stadium and like bought a Paul Millsap T-shirt, and that's when I became a fan in sixth grade.
Oh, so sad.
I don't know why, but it was just like that's the one I want. Don't know why, but it
I haven't
worked.
heard that. I haven't heard that name in a while.
It's been so
Um,
long.
man, man. We'll have to play the NBA name game later.
Oh.
And then finally, what is something people do not know about you, Drew?
Something that they don't know about me. Might be kind of hard. I'm kind of an open person. I kind of
I
just
know, but something that the audience watching this would never guess about you.
oh, I have a Bernese Mountain Dog named Kylo, but it's not named after the Star Wars character. It just
Okay.
happened to be the name that my mom picked, and I'm like, "Yeah, Star Wars dog, mom." She goes, "Huh?" She didn't understand what it was. I'm like, "Okay, okay, mom." She didn't understand. I'm like, "Okay, great."
Okay. All right. All right, Drew. Thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to you soon.
Of course. Thank you, Casey.